In my last video about the need for courage and courageous partners in peace, I talked about Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin. And I mentioned the great respect and admiration my father had for Anwar Sadat. And I want to talk about the respect that I have, not only for Anwar Sadat, but for Menachem Begin. He emerged when I read the prime ministers, which is about four of the previous Israeli prime ministers. He emerged as my hero. I'm not real inclined towards hero worship, whether in sport or politics or anywhere. But I have held him on a pedestal ever since I've read that book. And the more I've read about him, the more I am amazed at his courage, his commitment, his will. And he was just an extraordinary orator, which I guess I particularly appreciate as a lawyer. And I amazingly did not know this at the time I read the prime ministers, but as it turns out, my grandfather on my mother's side, Art Melnik, he and Menachem Begin were lifelong friends. And I don't know the exact history. I've read an account that was prepared by a relative, but according to my mother, it can't be fully accurate because the age difference was too great. But essentially, they apparently did grow up as neighbors nearby in Lithuania. And I do know my father was Russian by background. He fought in World War I. And my grandfather was a wonderful man who had all these little sayings that I have remembered over the years. Not always his, they were oftentimes repeats. But there was one of his that has always stuck with me because he wanted to make a point. And he used to say to me in his Russian accent, he'd say, Mitch, where there is a will, there is a way is not enough. Where there is enough will, there is a way. His way of emphasizing the importance of hard work, persistence, and will, and it has stuck with me my whole life. And so thank you to my grandfather, Art Melnik.